Welcome back everyone to another explainer. I'm seriously thrilled to have you here today. We are jumping right into a complete guide on an absolute powerhouse of tropical foliage, the Coleus. Look, if you've been wanting to seriously level up your indoor plant game with some of the boldest, most saturated colors in the entire plant kingdom, well, you've hit the jackpot. Let's get right to it.
So here's the real question, right? Do you want outrageous, eye-popping indoor color, but without all the fussy drama of coaxing a plant to bloom? I mean, think about it. Most houseplants demand a crazy amount of precise energy and perfect timing just to pop out a single flower. But the Coleus? No way. It delivers these massive flower-level colors. We're talking deep burgundies, shocking magentas, rich coppers, purely through its leaves. It's literally brilliant, loud color on every single leaf all year round.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today's explainer. First, we'll meet your colorful Coleus. Then we'll cover the foundation, light and water. After that, soil, feeding, and environment. Next up, pruning and the whole bloom drama. And finally, troubleshooting and pro-level propagation.
All right, Section 1. Meet your colorful Coleus. Now, the Coleus actually hails from Southeast Asia, Malaysia, and parts of Northern Australia. But here's a fun fact. It became an absolute obsession during the Victorian era in the 1800s. Wealthy plant collectors were so blown away by its endless color combinations that they actually built these massive, sprawling greenhouses strictly dedicated to breeding new varieties. And honestly, it's pretty easy to see why. Almost every single leaf looks like a hand-painted masterpiece.
To really grasp just how versatile this plant is, take a look at these stunning cultivars. If you need something compact for a desk, the Wizard series is perfectly tidy. Want absolute giants? The Kong series pumps out these massive 6 to 8 inch leaves. Then there's the Black Dragon. It's got these incredible, deeply ruffled, near black edges. Or the Henna and Campfire varieties that bring this insane splash of copper and lime into a room. The main takeaway here? Know your light situation. Older heirloom shade types need indirect light, but the modern ones like the Premium Sun series, they're actually bred to handle direct rays without scorching. It's a real game changer.
Moving right along to Section 2, Foundation, Light and Water. Let's talk light. Those brilliant colors you're seeing, the reds from anthocyanins, the oranges from carotenoids, they are actually produced by the plant as a reaction to strong light. If you cut the light, your Coleus will literally just default to plain green. It'll start stretching out its stems, dropping leaves. It's just sad. But hold on. Too much direct sun will fry it, leaving crispy bleached edges, especially on the delicate pink and white parts. So what's the sweet spot? Bright, indirect light. You can actually use the hand shadow test. If your hand casts a nice defined shadow on the wall right behind the plant, usually near an east or south-facing window, you've got plenty of light for vibrant color. Okay, let's look at watering mistakes. Coleus plants have really thin leaves, so they can't store water for very long. If you underwater it, the plant puts on a whole theatrical performance. I mean, we're talking dramatic, sudden wilting of every single leaf. But don't panic. It bounces back incredibly fast after a good soak. Overwatering, on the other hand, way more dangerous. Lower leaves will turn this gross yellow and translucent color. The stems get soft, and your soil might even smell kind of sour. That is early root rot, and it's bad news. The winning strategy here is simple. Wait until the top half-inch of soil feels dry. Then, ideally, bottom water it. Just set the pot in room temperature water for about 15 to 20 minutes, let it drink from the bottom up, and then let it drain completely.
Section 3. Soil, feeding, and environment.
So creating the ultimate Coleus comfort zone. Temperature-wise, you want it sitting comfortably between 65 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Just be super careful to keep them away from drafty winter windows or those intensely drying AC and heater vents. Humidity is best right around 50 to 60%, which actually makes a bright bathroom an absolute paradise for these guys. And take a close look at that soil recipe. 2 parts peat or cocoa coir, 1 part perlite, and a handful of compost. Coleus roots are incredibly fine and dense. If you shove them into compacted, heavy garden soil, they will literally suffocate. That 25 to 30% perlite is an absolute must. They need that breathing room.
Now, because the Coleus grows so unbelievably fast, it's a surprisingly heavy feeder for its size. During the active growing months, spring and summer, you're going to want to use a balanced liquid fertilizer, something like a 10-10-10 or 20-20-20. Feed it at half strength every 2 to 3 weeks. Honestly, skip the slow-release granules indoors. They release based on temperature, not what the plant actually needs at the moment. Keep a sharp eye out though. If you spot brown, crispy leaf tips or a weird white crust forming on the top of the soil, you've over-fertilized. Easy fix. Just flush the soil with plain water for a minute to reset the whole thing.
All right, section 4, pruning and the bloom drama.
Coleus wants to flower, and when it does, the foliage tires and the plant gets leggy. So the crucial point is exactly this. Blooming is actually a bad thing for this specific houseplant. In late summer or autumn, it's going to try to push out these slender spikes of pale blue or lavender flowers. They look a lot like tiny mint blossoms, which makes total sense since it's actually in the mint family. But listen, once it shifts into reproductive mode, all the plant's energy gets stolen right from the leaves. The foliage starts to thin out, the lower leaves drop off, that vivid color just fades away, and the stems get all woody and bare. We definitely do not want that.
The fix? It's the ultimate plant hack. We call it pinching. Pinching is literally just snapping off the top 1 to 2 inches of a stem right above a healthy leaf pair. You can use clean fingernails, sharp scissors, whatever works. Every single time you pinch a stem, you are forcing that stem to split into 2 brand new branches. It builds incredible density. And the best part? It takes barely 60 seconds every week or 2 during the growing season. This instantly stops that leggy growth, prevents flowering entirely, and keeps your plant looking remarkably full and vibrant. Finally, section 5, troubleshooting and propagation.
Let's do a rapid-fire troubleshooting session here. Because Coleus leaves are so soft and juicy, they are total magnets for indoor pests. Weekly checks are absolutely vital. See fine webbing or tiny stippled yellow dots? That's spider mites. Hit them with some diluted insecticidal soap. White cottony puffs hiding in the leaf joints? Those are mealybugs. Just dab them with 70% isopropyl alcohol on a cotton swab. A weird dusting of white powder means powdery mildew. You can fix this by improving your airflow and making sure you water in the morning. And if you ever see mushy black stems, you're looking at root rot. You need to unpot it and trim the soft roots, but honestly, your best bet is to take backup cuttings from the healthy top immediately.
And this brilliantly illustrates the real magic of the Coleus, infinite water propagation. See, indoors, parent plants naturally tend to lose their vigor after about 2 years, but a single mature plant can produce dozens, literally dozens of free new plants. Just cut 4 to 6 inches off a healthy stem right below a node, strip off those lower sets of leaves, and submerge the bare nodes in a glass of room temperature water. Keep it sitting in bright, indirect light, swap out the water every 3 to 4 days, and boom, in just 7 to 14 days, you'll have 1 to 2 inch roots ready for potting soil. It is really that easy. All of this brings us to our final list of expert tips for true Coleus mastery. Number 1, always keep backup cuttings rooting in water. That way you never lose your favorite cultivar. Number 2, try to water in the morning so any splashed water on the leaves can dry completely by evening. This prevents fungal spots. Number 3, rotate your pot a quarter turn every week so the growth stays nice and even toward the sun. Number 4, skip those commercial leaf shine sprays. Seriously, they just clog the plant's pores. Just wipe the dust off with a soft, damp cloth. And finally, remember, more light equals more color. If you're stuck in a dim apartment, popping a basic grow light over your plant will work absolute wonders. So, we've covered the history, the light, the soil, that absolute must-do pinching hack, and the incredibly simple propagation method. You now have the exact blueprint to transform literally any bright room into a tropical, wildly colorful paradise without ever waiting around for a single finicky flower to bloom. So, I'll leave you with this final, exciting thought to chew on. Now that you have the secret to unlimited, vivid foliage right at your fingertips, which color are you going to propagate first? Grab your scissors, find a sunny window, and go build your own vibrant indoor jungle. Thanks so much for hanging out with me on this explainer, and hey, happy growing!